Okay, so we have worked with derivational prefixes and you have some examples. You can read them, you can write them, okay? You can stop this and watch it again. I think that is the good point of doing so. So derivational suffixes can make English words change their lexical class. It's very important. For example, the derivational suffix "ly" turns most adjectives into adverbs. For example, quickly, beautifully. Okay, so we have quick adjective into verb quickly. So there is a change in the lexical category. They may produce new words with different meanings. So you have interview, you add er, you have interviewer. Is somebody who interviews, an interviewee, you add double e. So you have that by adding suffixes, the same word can have different meanings. So here you have a lot of examples. Okay, so for example, agentive nouns come from verbs or adjectives. Singer, teacher, perfectionist, ventriloquist. Or abstract nouns from verbs or adjectives. We have renewal, revival, bitterness, fairness. From adjectives, okay, let me find this. From adjectives, dark, darken, purify, beautify. They can make adjectives from verbs or nouns, agree, agreeable, fault, faultless. You can make adjectives from names, Shakespearean, Victorian, right? Okay, here in O'Grady you have a very good list about suffixes and how they change, yes, from verb to adjectives. Fix, fixable. Yeah, verb to noun. Claim, defend, defendant. You see, and this is a very, very good list. And also, when you teach, also you can have that present. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're going to teach that to your students, but I think that for you as teachers to be able to explain and whatever. And sometimes there are some complex derivations when there are multiple affixes. And some words are structurally ambiguous, and this is what it is explained in the video later. So have a look at unlockable. Okay, there are two ways of analyzing it. Okay, analyze it the same as unhappy. Okay, that we have first we have the affixes. Generally we start this way. Okay, to the right. Then we add it to the left. Generally we do this way, but you can do the same. Then we have conversion, which is another morphological phenomena, which it is also called zero derivation. It occurs when a word comes to belong to a new word class without the addition of a physical affix, and that is zero derivation. So many English words exist both as nouns and as verbs, such as smell, taste, heat, to walk, to bottle, interview, or recently text, and the later nowadays referring to the sending of electronic text messages via mobile phone. So I can say, please text me a message, but at the same time you can say, okay, read this text. Okay, so the same word can be a noun or a verb without adding any suffix, any affix. What it is important here is, of course, the context. You just know them by the context. Okay, so here you have some examples of conversions. So verb derived from nouns, like ink, a contract, or a noun derived from verbs, a building permit, or verb derived from an adjective, dirty a shirt, empty the box. Sometimes it's very difficult to say, well, was it first a noun and then a verb? Okay, it depends on how they are seen, on the way they exist. Inflection versus derivation. So here we have like a contrast between both of them. So inflection does not change the grammatical category or the meaning of the word to which it is affixed. This is very important. And derivation can change the category and thus change the meaning, although it's still related. And all English prefixes are derivation, even though they do not change the category, the lexical category of the word. Okay? And derivational affixes have to occur closest to the base. This is very interesting. So you have neighborhoods, but you cannot say neighborhood. Okay, so the derivational affixes of have to occur closest to the base. So hood is a derivational affix, and the S is inflectional. So the derivational occurs before the inflectional. Inflectional affixes can combine with nearly every possible word, with a plural S, for example. But derivational affixes can combine with a more limited set. For example, meant. I cannot add meant to all the words. There are certain words which I can add the suffix meant. There is a special case for ing. So there are 3 ing affixes. So we have the derivational, verb plus ing is a noun. I watched the dancing in the room. Then another derivational is verb plus ing becomes an adjective. The dancing frog. And then we have the inflectional, which is a verb plus ing. The frog is dancing. So you see that this is a very special case. Okay, so the activity you have to do is try to create. I'm going to give you some words so you can think of the words you want. The more complex they are, the better. And try to analyze them. And on a PowerPoint presentation, on any presentation that you can, in the way that you show me, yes, the internal structure of the word, in this way. Okay? You can go upwards, you can go downwards, as you want. But I want you to state, when you write affix here, I want to write if it is inflectional or derivational affix. I want to add it here. Okay, so I prepare an example and I show you. Okay, thank you so much for listening.